Welcome to Potion Sword Run. In this episode, we're going to be talking about Xbox. The Xbox app, actually, for Windows, for people on PC. Integrating its system with other launchers as of today. Now, the promise of Xbox integrating its system with Steam, with Epic Game Store, and other game fronts out there has been promised with the Xbox I, Xbox X, whatever they're going to call that stupid handheld. Stupid because it's going to be stupid expensive, but I want one. Anyways, right now for Xbox insiders, they're pretty much giving you what the Xbox Ally X promises, the integrated store system, so that if you have all your game libraries all under the Xbox ecosystem, at least when it comes right now for the PC app. So your Steam games, your Epic Store games, your good old games, all of them all under the single library of Xbox. So Xbox is the puppet master. And seeing that Steam includes games from PlayStation, it looks like these insiders will be able to play their PlayStation games through the Xbox app. Which leads me to believe that the next generation consoles coming from Xbox, even though it's not built by them, built by their partners, is going to have the same system integrated, because why not? I mean, if they're perfecting this system now, and why work on two different systems like they do now, one for Xbox and then one for PC? It just doesn't make sense, especially because they want to do this Xbox everywhere, anywhere, where one game, saves across all systems and anywhere you want to play, your freaking fridge, your microwave, your TV, wherever, So it seems to me next generation, whoever makes the next Xbox, if it's even manufactured by Microsoft or maybe manufactured by one of their partners like Asus or whoever, because, they're the ones who have the expertise to manufacture things, whereas Microsoft and Xbox are essentially a software company. It just might have all of this stuff already integrated in it so that you'll be able to buy your games from any storefront and launch them from the same library, the same launcher. You know what I mean? You don't have to have different launchers like how you do on PC. Just everything through one app, the Xbox app. And you have all your launchers, all your games across all different devices, including next-gen Xboxes. Now, what would be crazy is if they start rolling that out now to current-gen Xbox, like the Xbox Series X. I mean, that would be insane. Being able to launch Steam on my Xbox, have all my Steam library playable through my Xbox, PlayStation games playable through my Xbox. Like, I'm not saying they're going to do that, but I mean, they have the potential to do that if they're rolling that out now for insiders on Xbox app, on PC. I mean, all they got to do is just integrate the systems, man. But, either way, it's exciting, times. It just really goes to show that Microsoft is like ahead of the game, especially when you compare it to PlayStation. I mean, I understand PlayStation have, a lot of install base and, potential games, not right now. But when you look at it, it's such a closed ecosystem. You can only play PlayStation games on your PlayStation. You can't play your Steam games on there. You can play Xbox games now because Xbox is a damn, publisher. But I'm just saying, it's like they need to open their shit up too and have other launchers onto their system, because they're going to be left behind. They're going to be like, their franchises are not strong enough to keep them afloat to have a closed ecosystem. That's why they're putting their games on PC, and they're eventually going to try to put it everywhere else. They're going to follow Xbox's lead. I mean, they're still going to manufacture hardware because Sony, as a whole, like the company, they're a manufacturing company. They made actual things, products. And then slowly and surely they started buying software companies because they needed stuff for the PlayStation and, studios and so on. But I mean, they're an actual hardware company. They make TVs. They made the freaking Walkman. That's where they made their fortune. They made MP3s. They made phones. So I don't know. It's just exciting times when it comes to next gen. And supposedly rumors are out there that next gen consoles might come next year. And seeing how Microsoft is pushing for Xbox Anywhere, how they're pushing for, just putting their games on whatever system comes out, however powerful they are, it wouldn't surprise me if Xbox comes out with their next Xbox in 2026. When you think about it, it's been about 6-7 years with the current gen, and back in the day before last gen, when Nintendo decided to keep systems up for like 10 years and shit, we used to always get new systems out every 5 years. But then again, the games didn't take 5 years to make. You'd get one every 1-2 years for major studios. But it's just overinflation, over bloating studios, and the budget's going up, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But man, so next gen might be coming soon, but it's gonna look different than what we expect, because I just think many devices out, especially Microsoft, but when it comes to Xbox, many companies out there are going to be making devices, and then Xbox is going to put their app and storefront on there. Maybe get some Xbox themed things like they did with the ROG Ally and supposedly the Meta Quest. So I don't know, like I wonder who they're going to partner up with next to make their next console. It's just a lot of questions, that we need answers to. But it's just exciting times, especially from an Xbox gamer or, PlayStation. I don't know, they're a closed ecosystem. On a side note, I don't mind if they do launch an Xbox next generation or whatever next system they're going to come up with, because I've mentioned this before, but my Xbox Series X is dying, or it's overheating. I need to open it up and just maybe clean it or something. Maybe get one of the little dust busters, because it's out in the open and stuff, but on certain games the fan just goes and it shuts off. It tells me that to put it in a place that's open, and it is open, man, and it's like not even that hot in here. It's like in the 60s. It's just like, for example, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, I'm trying to fight the last boss. I believe she's the last boss, and no matter what, every time I start it, it just starts going. But it's not even that game. I thought it was just maybe that game because it wasn't optimized, or maybe it was like pushing the graphics, even though it's not graphically intensive. I played Red Dead Redemption and it's fine, so I don't know. But it even started happening with the altars, the indie game where you can replicate yourself, I guess. I haven't even gone to that point yet because it's freezing. It froze, and it's like, man, but it doesn't happen all the time. I'm playing Lawnmower Simulator all the time. I can play that all day and it's just fine. So it only happens with certain games. And so it's like, I'm not going to go buy a brand new Xbox Series X right now, like at full price. Crazy. So I don't know. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's a pickle, and I don't know what to do. I just have so many games in my Xbox, and I'm like invested in that ecosystem, So hearing the news about Xbox expanding to other storefronts, or combining them in library, it just means more games into my ecosystem. One ecosystem with all my games, and then I have Nintendo, and then I have PlayStation. Well, not anymore, because those games are going to be gobbled up into my ecosystem. There'll be no need for a next gen PlayStation either, it seems, because Xbox has you covered. Shh. It's going to be interesting next gen, guys. Gonna be interesting. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember, always be kind to yourself and enjoy your life. And I'll meet you right there. Peace. You have something to say, Charlie? You have something to say, Charlie? No? Is that your bone? Why are you ignoring me? There you go. Good girl. All right, say goodbye, Charlie. That's a good girl, too.